Hi, I'm Bob Harrell, and 8 years ago when I first started freestyling, we were pretty content if we can do a few basic tricks, riding ramps and stuff, ground tricks, and the guys here are pretty amazing. The tricks that they pull off on a bicycle just kind of blow my mind, and this video here is just to show you what's possible, and if you practice, you wear the right gear, and have patience. Most of the time, I think if you watch the guys, you're going to see they're having a real good time, and that's what freestyle is all about. It's just plain fun. What's the secret to these rad tricks and awesome airs?
Anybody can do freestyle. It's just a matter of you need a lot of practice and it takes a lot of work to do it. But anybody could do it.
Keep practicing a certain trick over and over again and take it slow at first. Like, don't try to go out and imitate the photos right away. Just keep your patience.
If people get bored too quick with it, it means they're either the best, that they can't think of anything else, or no imagination. It takes a big imagination to do this kind of thing.
The key to everything is how bad do you want it, and if you're willing to devote the time to becoming good. Nobody got good by sitting around thinking about it. Okay, it's something you have to physically get out and do, and you'll have a lot of fun doing it while you're getting better.
Go after it yourself, you know, unless you're a great rider and getting, you know, good coverage, then people come to you, but, you know, you have to go looking for it and, you know, show that you're hungry for it. And that's just what Mike did. He transformed his backyard into a freestyle fantasy land. I saw Thrasher magazine with, they had a thing on how to build, you know, ramps and stuff. I was just looking at it, and there was nothing in the backyard. It's a place to practice, you know, I didn't have to go far to practice. First we just started off like with the transition, you know, we built the angle of the ramp and just filled in from there. We had, you know, little directions, basic directions, and it wasn't really that hard. It took like 5 days to build, 9 hours, 10 hours a day. Costed about $1,200. My sponsors helped out, you know, about halfway, and the other half came out of my pocket, but, you know, it's worth it in the long run. Features for freestyle are like this right here. It's called a POTS modification. The cable goes through the center of your stem and out underneath, so you can spin your bars around without it tangling, you know, getting caught up on anything. Another feature is this right here. It's a little plastic guard. It protects your foot from hitting that bolt when you stick your foot in here and spin the bike around. That protects that. I have this brake set up right here. It's down here low and stays out of the way. It's all like inside the center of the frame instead of having the, you know, it sticks out the side. It's all in the center. Cable goes right against the frame so it don't get hooked up on anything. And it goes right here through the frame to keep it all out of the way. Has a few other features for freestyle, like the pegs up here and the ones back here, and a standing plate right here.
The right bike is not the only essential. Ramp riders must also wear the right gear. 15-year-old Mark McGlynn is the Haro team's youngest rider, and his specialty is ramp riding. Another trickster is Haro's Spider-Man, Rich Segir.
Compress your body and then pull up. Same thing like on a motorcycle. Just have to like compress yourself, except here's a shock absorber. You have to push up, and that usually helps along with the speed to get higher. And things about freestyle bikes, they're a lot heavier than race bikes, and the reason being is because they have to be stronger to take a lot of pounding the landings and stuff like that. So usually your basic freestyle will be about 2 to 3 pounds heavier than your race bike will. It's got front brakes right here, it's got the back brakes, and we also have the rear coaster brake, and that's good for like doing rollback 540s and stuff like that, rear hops. And we also use the graphite pedal like this because it's real strong and it's not likely to break like the alloy pedals will. The trend lately in freestyle is a lot of new colors, like the racing bike, you have your basic red, blue, yellow. But in freestyle, we're starting to get into the oranges, purples, greens, I mean, you name it. There's probably, the color's probably out already. It just depends on what you want to put on. I mean, you could start real basic and get away with probably about $200, $150 and get started in freestyle right away.
Ron Wilkerson is not only a freestyler, but is Haro's team manager, booking the team in shows around the world.
I see it in a lot of other riders, but not as much sometimes, is that Ron's real excited about it all the time. He's always real excited. Everything new that comes up, it's never gotten old.
While some master getting airs, others enjoy cruising to the beat. Whether you're a freestyle flyboy or a flatland fanatic, the tricks of the trade are the same.
The first thing you can tell any kid is safety. Don't ever forget your helmet. The helmet comes first. You knock your brain out, you can't even think. You know, all your safety equipment, gloves, your pants with knee pads, hip pads, especially a mouth guard. You slam your mouth and, you know, it's going to cost your mom big bucks for dental. Take your time when you're learning something and have a good time.
Right now I'm 12. I think I'm the youngest fastest freestyler on a team. I practice every day when I got home from school until it got like around 9 at night, and I just kept practicing. It's really fun. My favorite trick is probably the boomerang. That's probably what I'm most famous for. It took me about a month before I first pulled it off. And the first time I pulled it off, I was just like, no way, I can't believe I'm doing this. And that's probably my favorite, my best trick right there. Because I pull it off consistently. That's my most consistent trick. The easiest way to do it is start off on your back chain stays or your back foot peg, and you swing your right leg and just spring your yourself up and while you're twisting your leg and try to tuck into your bars as best you can, and it just basically brings you around and then put your foot back on the pedal and right away.
Scotty's teammate, Robert Peterson, originated Freestyle's balance craze.
I started doing the balance tricks, which I thought were slow, basic tricks, but I just developed a whole new style, and at my first contest I took second place, and from there it just came on with all originality, very new. Like, my style of riding was no one had ever seen, and I thought it was very boring, but no one had ever seen it, so they really liked it. It was new. This bike, though, even though it's made for racing, it works very good for freestyle. It's very strong. The difference between the racing bike and the freestyle bike are the different components. Basically, it's the same size bike, the same size wheels. On the freestyle bike, we use the stronger wheel, which is the nylon plastic tough wheel. They have a bolt-on Skyway platform. This enables you to stand on the bike and to do extra tricks also. The new freestyle bikes are now made, the frame is made with 2 tubes. This is an accessory, so you can turn your racing bike into a freestyle bike without the added cost of having to go out and buy a whole new freestyle bike. Trick to the Peterson, get your balance, lock your front brake, slowly take your legs off. Very simple trick. Then to get out of it, switch hands to the normal grip position. Basic freestyle trick number 1, front wheel hops. Keep your weight over the front wheel, and you'll have no problem. Back wheel hops, walk your coaster, hop.
Another master of balance is Harlow's freestyler, Dancing Dave Norrie.
The area that I work in is like a little, about 12-foot area right in front of my garage, and that's mostly where I practice all my tricks. So that's probably why I balance all the time. Robert Peterson was the first person who I saw that really, turned me on to freestyle. He showed me a couple basic balance moves, and I really was jazzed by it, and I just worked from there.
Freestyle is a vent for all the the pressures of day-to-day living. It helps me to relax.
If some things get on my mind and start bothering me, then I just go out and ride my bike and relax and have fun, and helps me stay in shape too. I'm 27 years old. I'm the oldest competitive freestyler out there right now. And the best advice that I could give to anybody is keep your nose clean, stay out of drugs, and keep your life on the straight and narrow. That's the first most important thing, and there are other ways to have fun, like freestyle. The things I like about the GT are that we have bolt-on platforms. We've got rear frame standers that are bolt-on, which give you a good solid platform to stand on, and they're real easy to do tricks on. Okay, now there's some that are welded on. They're just so small, you have to work twice as hard to pull off your tricks. Okay, also these front foot pegs up here. These foot pegs, they fold down. Okay, and the good part about this is that when it's down, you've got a good solid platform to stand on. It's not like jumping on a little 1.5-inch peg, a long peg. It's something that you can really put your foot on and get good stability. And then when you're doing a trick like you saw me do a pedal grinder, okay, then it's not in your way. It's not going to, hike your bike or you don't have to worry about it. Okay, so they're very versatile. The platform on the GT, to me, is just the perfect size. Okay, in order to get a good grip on it, okay, it's not too small, it's not too big, and you can get on it and stand without any problems. Okay, the first thing I do is I'll put down my pegs in order to do this variation of a tail whip. Okay, I'll wind my handlebars once clockwise. Then I'll kick the bike as I step onto the front here. Now when I kick the bike, I kind of push back on the pedal right here, which makes my pedals level.
so I can come off the trick. Then as the bike comes around, I just jump it, just like a jump rope, okay? And I allow it to go around 3 times. Now what that's done is wound my cable twice this way. Then on the 3rd time, I start slowing the bike down, jump it up between the bike, and then land on the front pegs. As I land on the pegs, I start pogoing, and I allow the bike to keep swinging, because if you try and stop the bike, you're going to fight the bike because it has momentum, okay? And just pogo until the bike stops naturally. Lift your left leg and the bike will swing around. The momentum will take it around, and then you lift your right leg and trap it. Then as it comes around, allow it to rest on your left leg again, lift that, and let it go around again. Then when you're pogoing, your pedals are level once you've unwound your cables. Okay, now in order to get out of it, you'll be up on the pegs like this, holding your front brake, and then jump back to your pedals. Okay, now going back to your pedals, let go of your brakes, and then ride away.
Freestyle is done anywhere, anytime. You don't have to do it on one set track. I don't know, I try not to stick with one trick too long because it's like learning how to do a rollback, okay? So you're doing a rollback, you want to advance to doing a 540. And by the time you get the 540 down, you've had the rollback already wired, you know, and you didn't even think about it. Okay, now the infinity roll, this is where we use these rear frame stands. You put your left foot on the peg, the right foot on the peg, do a little nose in though, that's doing this. Then kicking, giving it a kick just like the backwards wheelie, but keeping the bike on the ground, rotating in a circle. Okay, now the front infinity roll, you hold the bike. This is an important part, making sure your handlebars and your seat are fairly closed. Okay, you grasp it like that, your left foot goes on the front peg, just like doing the backwards rollout, kicking the front wheel, and adjusting by using your brake. Give one good kick, and swing around in a rotation.
If you're into mind-blowing aerial action, check out this radical skate park riding.
I work all day, then I come out at night, ride for a couple hours, several times a week. I get a hyper feeling. Don't give up, but know your limitations. That's very important. And use the right equipment.
For sure, helmet. And for pool riding, you have to wear knee pads and elbow guards. These elbow guards got plastic cups in here. Helps a lot when you slide on your elbows. And gloves, I like to wear gloves a lot. They're padded. You can put your hands down a lot. Incredible. I don't know, I can't describe it.
Another rad cat is Tony the Tiger Murray.
Can't really explain it. It just feels good up there. Takes a lot of practice. A lot of falling.
I think the secret is to just go out and have fun. The only reason these guys get into it was because they enjoyed riding their bikes and they wanted to do as much as they could on them. You know, they wanted to learn new things and, you know, continue learning new things.
You can do it if you have a bike. And everyone has a bike, so everyone can do it, and everyone's doing it. And there are so many competitive bicycles on the market now that cost under $200 that are ideal for freestyle, that anyone who has one and isn't doing something they can call a trick is losing out on a lot of fun.
At every freestyle competition, the heat is on and the response the same.
It's exciting. It's daredevilish.
I think it's great. I like it a lot. It's rad.
freestyling is awesome.
My life, everything. You know, everything that I do revolves around it. My shows, my business, my income, you know, everything.
Somebody showed it to me, just I got hooked. I was addicted. Couldn't have enough of it.
It's, I think it's neat. I think it's great because, especially for kids like 12, 13, 14 years old, those are the kids who are like totally dependent on their bicycles for transportation. And it's got a lot to do with their social lives. They ride their bike over to see their friends, they ride their bike to school.
12-year-olds suffer a major identity crisis, too, if they don't do anything. If they're not into anything, well, they're nerds. Now, the nerds have their 20-inch bikes and they can do tricks on them. They're not nerds anymore. They're the cool kids at school, and they're hip, and they're what's happening. So it's helped a lot of self-esteem. You know, it helps develop self-esteem when you do this stuff. It's good for kids, mentally as well as physically.
Oh, I guess I enjoy freestyle because it's athletic. It's lots of fun. I guess I'm more or less somewhat of a show-off, so it fills in that part too.
Freestyle's a lot different from other bike riding. It's going out and making up your own tricks and doing it.
I love it. It's great.
It's fun.
Now, in freestyle, anybody can be a star. I mean, you can not know how to do a single trick and invent one that nobody else does and be a star.
It means lots of friends. It means having a good time, mostly.